Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. I hope you all had a wonderful few days. I was on break. It was the Thanksgiving holiday here in the States, and so I am back with your first reading since the holiday. And so I've done a couple of readings on Instagram while I was out, even though I said I wasn't going to do it. But I did want to show up for all of you on Instagram. I do still have my Instagram account. So a few people are asking me. Now, just so you know, if your account doesn't have a profile picture, if you're not following other people, if you don't have followers, those are the accounts that I really screen because there's just too much scamming on Instagram right now. So if I see any accounts that appear shady to me or just very incomplete, I will remove those people as followers. So if you've been removed, I sincerely apologize. Just email me at queenoflight1111.com and tell me what your username is on Instagram, and I'll be happy to allow you to come back. But it's just too much of the dark attacking right now everywhere. I just feel like the energy has been extremely heavy. It feels very, very dense. We finish an eclipse portal. We're going into another eclipse, and it just feels like there is a huge purge going on. As part of that heaviness, I have been, feeling like there's a lot of anger on the side of the feminine, because I feel like a lot of energy of the past is resurfacing, and there's energy that needs to get eclipsed out. There's energy that needs to get purged. And so, the energies are feeling very dense. So just kind of hang in there, and purge, and don't let your ego or your fears, get the best of you. Make sure that you're using your intuition and you're not using your 3D logic or your 3D mind. So let's get started. Now, this is a reminder. My November special is only good through the end of the month. So there's only, like 2 days left, okay? Or a couple of days left. So book those readings. There's only two readings are on special. It's my 30-minute twin flame reading and my 45-minute twin flame extended reading. It's very clearly noted which ones are on the special price. And so if you're interested, book now so we can get you on the calendar before I, stop doing readings at the end of December, because I am going to take a couple of weeks off at the end of the year. So get your readings and your services and your coaching sessions and anything that you need booked as soon as possible, okay? So I can get you on to my schedule. All right, let's get started here. Again, if you want to follow me on Instagram, Queen of Light 1111, over 15,700 followers. Only follow that account. And if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, or take part of the November special, go to queenoflight1111.com. Let's get started. Bottom of the deck, for what is the most significant overall energy for divine masculine and feminine, it is the energy of emotional freedom, the Fool card, and head of the pack, which is all about success. So I really feel like divine masculine and feminine are in the energy of just like, things are getting too heavy. Things are getting it's a little too much right now, whether it's the energy or being in each other's presence or being in communication. Things are feeling very, very stifling. And the energy is feeling stifling. So they're really wanting to free themselves of any heavy emotions. Okay. This is this energy of, emotional freedom is like things that are limiting you or suppressing you, anything that is controlling you. It is time to reclaim your power, okay? True emotional freedom is not about keeping secrets. It's not about deception. It's not about deceiving yourself. It's not about self-sabotage. Emotional freedom is acknowledging that, there's different perspectives. He's different, you're different, right? The situation is different. Your journey is different than the next person's. So this is this energy of just be free to think, free to act, free to believe, okay? In what is your own uniqueness, what is your personal truth, and then take that leap of faith forward with with a lighter load, okay? Like she doesn't have a whole bunch of baggage. Free yourself of the baggage. Right now, that is absolutely what is needed in this connection. Things are getting entirely too heavy, entirely too dense. It's time to lighten the load so that you can start the Fool's journey once again. So Divine Feminine's most significant overall energy towards masculine is the Rainbow Reviver. This is really about trying to find happiness from within and manifesting it out. And she's having a very difficult time. There is the separation. She's feeling left out in the cold. She's feeling like she can't get in the door, even though the key's right there. Even though the key's right there, if she just looked up, she can see that she can get back in. But she is in this energy where she's like, you know what? I just don't feel happy. I don't feel content. I don't feel maybe even loved. Maybe it's this energy of feeling abandoned by your person. But here's the thing, no one can abandon you. You abandon yourself, okay? If someone leaves, you have to be in the energy of allowing things to come in and allowing things to go. You have to go with the flow, okay? So this card is all about this technique of let the universe give you the hug. You're not alone. Let your angels, your guides, your friends, your soul tribe give you this hug, okay? Be lifted, be uplifted. Don't feel like you're alone because it's really going to hinder you from moving forward. So her most significant energy towards Divine Masculine is that she is feeling alone. She is feeling that her happiness is gone and she doesn't know how to move forward, okay? So she's in this energy of resistance. She's not seeing all of her abundance. What's interesting is she's got the 5, right? Now he's got the 6 of Cups. It's not the Pentacles, but there is this progression. He's in this energy. His most significant energy towards feminine is the Garden, the 6 of Cups, and the Stork. So a couple of things. The Garden card, like you look, this person is just laying there. There's all this lush energy. There's all this greenery. It's like someone who's done some work, someone who has been in his energy, tending to his garden, but now has to sit in the energy and just kind of look at things. He has to be a little passive so that he can reflect, right? Look, this person is now mature. The dog is even mature, and they're thinking back at the past. When I was young, my dog was a baby, right? I mean, perhaps your masculine even has a pet, right? And so it's all about how did things change. So he's in this energy when he is in his overall energy towards feminine. He's in this energy of like, look, there's all this beauty. I can't do anything right now. I can't do anything right now. I've got to reflect on the past. I've got to reflect on where we were and where we are. I've got to reflect on this connection, on this soul connection, and how did things change, and how can we transform, okay? Divine Feminine's head, heart, environment, her bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck that they share is financial constraints. This is all about that 5 of Pentacles energy, right? It's all about separation. And for her, she's in this energy of she knows, right? She's got to use her intuition, but she's rejecting her intuition about what is being manifested, okay? She's rejecting her intuition. She's in this energy of just really feeling lack, feeling separation, and she's in this energy where she needs to connect to her third eye and not her ego mind. And what she does want to manifest is movement forward. She wants to manifest, she wants to navigate, but she just feels kind of stuck in the separation. Okay, so there are constraints to her intuition about what she wants to manifest around how to move forward. I do feel like she's feeling a bit stuck. She's feeling a bit stuck. She knows she needs to keep moving, right? But she's just not quite certain what that next step is. For Divine Masculine, what do we have? This is the Hierophant card. So he's rejecting the spiritual connection. He's rejecting his wisdom. He's rejecting doing the right thing. He is rejecting righteousness. He's rejecting this spiritual relationship, and it is overwhelming to him. It is burdening him. Okay, so he's rejected this connection because it is too much of a burden, and it is creating a burden. And he knows this is the second card of transformation. This is about Pluto. This is about the ruler of the underworld. There is this energy where there's so much of a power pull between masculine and feminine. Okay, it's this energy where things need to change, things need to end. And if that means the connection needs to end at this time for him, then that's what he's doing. It's too overwhelming for him, it's too overwhelming for her. The energy is just too dense right now. So right now he is rejecting the connection because he's overwhelmed by it. He's searching for deeper meaning. He wants renewal. He wants things to change, right? Look, we have renewal here, we have transformation here. All the things that just came out in the bottom of the deck for him is here in his overall energy. So what is divine feminine thinking when she thinks of masculine? Appreciation. She has appreciation. This is her breakthrough. This is her clarity. That him, Seven of Swords, deceiving her, sabotaging the connection, that, you know what? I'm glad you did that, masculine. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad I found out. I'm glad I found out because now I can move on. That's what she's thinking. She's in her ego mind. But it's also true, right? It's also the truth. You know, he screwed up. She found out. She has appreciation because now she's kind of like, at least I know. At least I know. And so she has this deep appreciation that she has clarity about her own self-sabotage, clarity about divine masculine's deception, and now she can move forward with her journey. But she just doesn't know how or where. Divine masculine's energy, he's in the energy of Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is assisting him. He wants to communicate. Third eye chakra. We got that for divine feminine at the bottom of her deck, remember? Third eye chakra. So intuitively, he knows. Intuitively, he knows that communication is necessary. Communication is necessary for union. Two of Cups. Okay? It's necessary for rooting this connection. He knows this in his head, in his intuition, which is kind of different. She's in her head, okay? And she's rejecting her intuition. He is in his intuition in his head. So he feels, all right, don't get mad at me, feminines, he feels a little bit more aligned. I feel like divine feminine, being the empath and intuitive that she is, I do feel like she's picking up on a lot of heaviness and it's affecting her headspace, right? Where she's in this energy of like, I appreciate that I found you out and now I'm going to move forward and I'm going to reject my intuition. I don't know how to move forward now that I found you out, or that this old information is coming up and now I know I need to continue to move forward, right? He's in the energy of like, I know that I need to communicate. Archangel Gabriel's working with him. He knows in his intuition that he needs to communicate about union, to have union, to ground union. He knows that. He knows if he doesn't talk to her, it ain't going to happen because she's like looking to move the F on, right? What's happening in the heart space for divine feminine? Well, here we have Archangel Raphael. I'm so glad that he showed up for feminine because it does feel like she needs this angelic assistance of heart healing. Okay, here we have the second card. It's a star card. This is about healing. And look at this. It's in the heart and these chains are being broken. So she's had these chains, right? She's in this energy where she's felt like, I'm just stuck in this separation. I can't move on. I'm appreciative for the journey, but I don't know how to move forward, right? I'm just rejecting my intuition. So it goes right back to her heart space. She needs to heal her heart. She needs to break her chains of this repetitive story so that she can come into alignment. Look at this star, clarifying star. They're really helping. The angels, spirit guides, the universe, God are helping divine feminine heal, come into alignment, and really release her burdens, release her crisis. The thing I have to tell you that will help you guys, okay, what's going to help you is rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite. It's like pink and black. Like if you guys are feeling any of this energy, rhodochrosite is a really good crystal to use for compassion, forgiveness, heart healing. It just really helps you become more compassionate and empathetic, not only towards yourself, but to others. And especially when we have so much of this swords energy going on, this Five of Swords, we got the Seven of Swords, we got Five of Swords, we got a lot of these kinds of energies coming up for feminine. So rhodochrosite, rhodocrisite, I believe I spelled that right. So look into that. But in the heart space for feminine, Archangel Raphael is helping her heal, helping her break her chains from the past so that she can come into alignment again and release these burdens and this crisis that feminine is in her heart space. For divine masculine, he's really in the energy of trying to gain his strength back, come into his personal power, to make a decision, to make a choice, to move, whether or not he's going to move forward in love and get things going again. He needs to get into his power. He cannot be some weak ass and just sit there like, I know I need to come into union. I know I need to come into union. And then feminine's getting real upset over here saying, you know what? I just know. I know what happened. I know blah, 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 and this and that. And she's like in this energy of this is what he's done in the past, or this is what he's doing now, and I need to move forward. So that type of thinking is like really keeping her out of her heart space. So the angels are showing up. The angels are showing up. We got Raphael, we got Gabriel, and now we have the angel of strength. The angel of strength is helping him strengthen his heart, strengthen himself in his power, so he can make a decision to move forward and make an offer to get things going again. Okay? Environment for divine feminine. Temple path. Okay, this is really about that energy of spirit. Okay, when the temple path comes up, this is all about the energy of, excuse me, spiritual purpose. It's about the spirit guides helping, supporting her, right? This is this energy, and you see all these orbs, and this is that temple. This is the energy where, everything that you're going through right now, feminine, in your environment is part of your path, part of your own karmic lessons, part of your soul's evolution. It's part of this journey of you loving yourself. Okay, but you're really fighting it. Five of Swords, you're fighting this cycle. You're fighting the process. I'll tell you, I got to keep it real. We've been talking a lot about the masculine fighting his karmic lessons, fighting karmics, whatever. Spirit is saying for feminine, this spiritual purpose was for you to really fill your cup, and you're fighting this because you're holding on to separation energy. You're fighting because you're not, this progression is not occurring in this connection as your ego mind wants it to. Who knows better than the universe? You don't know better than the universe. The universe knows what is part of your lessons. Your higher self knows what it is that you were here to do. So allow yourself to heal. Allow yourself to align. Release yourself of this crisis. Release yourself of the Seven of Swords energy, because you keep thinking about it. You keep bringing it up. You keep putting yourself in crisis. And understand that your spiritual purpose for right at this time for your soul's evolution is to love yourself, but you keep fighting. You're fighting spirit because you're looking for more. You're trying to get more information. You're trying to understand more. It's simple. It's simple. The journey is about the union of your divine masculine and divine feminine energies within, first and foremost, and that comes from loving yourself. If you think this journey is all about just getting together with the man, then you have minimized how critical and important this connection is. This connection is about this twin coming in as your mirror, reflecting everything back to you, going into your own healing, your ascension, raising your vibration so that you can affect the planet in a positive way. But when you're sitting here fighting yourself, operating in self-sabotage and not aligning because your masculine is rejecting you, or you feel like you're rejected, then we're just holding on to an attachment, to an expectation. And that's not what the journey's about. Divine masculine's environment, here's another angel for him. He's got Archangel Gabriel with him. He's got the angel of strength with him. And now he's got Archangel Metatron. Look at this, third eye. He's in this energy of gaining clarity. He has a lot of clarity. You think he doesn't know. But Archangel Metatron is all about the energy of personal vision and personal clarity. He's all about that third eye activation, which is already happening in his headspace. He has clarity. Divine masculine in his environment is working on his clarity. He's in this energy of, all right, what do I want my life to look at? What do I want? Let me listen to my intuition. Let me get deeper insight. How do I expand my perspective? How do I gain clarity over confusion? What is his clarity? His clarity is that he has to withdraw. He has to withdraw at this time, emotional withdrawal. His clarity is he's got to walk away from the past. Remember, we already saw here, he's sitting in the past. He's got to walk away from the past. He has to walk away from things that don't serve him. He has to walk away from either karmic lessons. He also has to walk away from his destiny, which, may or may not be feminine, may or may not be karmic, right? We're all part of each other's destiny. So right now, he's in the energy of, he's clear that he has to walk away from karmics. He has to walk away from destiny in order to overcome barriers and communicate with feminine. He knows that he's got to change, he knows that he has been walking away from the things that he needed to do, the things that he was supposed to do. But, who are we to say that he was supposed to do it a month ago, 3 years ago, whenever? It is when he decides. It is when spirit decides. Okay? It's not up to you. You're not God. You're not Jesus. You're not here to save him. All right, let's take a look at the energy of the connection. Bottom of the deck is Sisters of the Season, Cycles of Growth. This is a cycle. Didn't I talk about this? Divine order. Don't get in the way of divine order. The separation was to occur. This was supposed to happen so you can learn to love yourself, feminine. This cycle was supposed to happen so you can come into your own intuition, masculine, so you can come into your own correct cycle so that you can overcome barriers through these karmic lessons that have really schooled you to come into your personal power. All of these situations had to occur. So right now the connection's going through a cycle. That was necessary. It's in divine order. Okay? Now, this card flew out in the challenging position. Flew out backwards. Upside down. The Winged Wise One, angelic help, miraculous aid. This is really telling me right off the bat, you're not letting your spirit guides and angels help you. Not feminine, maybe not masculine. Remember, he's got all these angels working with him. It could be that he may be resisting a little, but that's his journey. But here with divine feminine, she may be struggling with alignment. So when the Winged Ones comes out, and it's not in this reverse position, this is an ally. These angels, these spirit guides are allies. They help heal. They help transform. It's almost by magic. But when the energy comes up in the challenging position, it's where the energy is, we're not allowing us to observe ourselves. We're not observing our thoughts. We're letting our ego get in the way of our intuition, which is what I started with here with feminine. She's rejecting her intuition. He's rejecting doing the right thing. He's rejecting the spiritual contract. So the higher consciousness is in you. You've got to observe yourself. This is why they're saying the divine order is, separation is necessary. Get it together, right? They're saying, get it together. Let us help you. But, angels and guides will only come through if you allow them to help. If you don't allow them to help, they're not going to come in and start moving things around and fixing things. You have to work with them. You have to co-create with them. Okay? So, the other thing is with this Winged Ones, it's not necessarily, this is the only one of the few cards in the deck that it doesn't have a challenger position, but I just felt very guided to say that you have to have faith. These heavenly beings are watching over you. Okay, they're giving you glimpses of your future, offering you messages. But if you're too caught up in your self-sabotage or your pain or fighting them, you're not going to get the message. And if you're too busy stuck in the past, not in your power to make the move, to lead the connection forward, you're going to miss the message. Okay, so that's what's happening in the connection. Now, what's the guidance? Let's leave you with some guidance. Bottom of the deck, tenderness, true love, and compassion. You can't make this up. This is the guidance. I asked Spirit specifically, give me some guidance for Divine Feminine on her journey with masculine. Give me some guidance for Divine Masculine's journey with feminine. And we have tenderness, true love, and compassion. And this card is about new love or increasing love in your life. This is about, it's going to feel like it's going to come out of the blue because y'all are very, very, heavy in your energy right now. But it's an energy where this connection has spanned lifetime after lifetime. The message here is you have to be honest about your perspective in love and not limit your view of love about how deserving you are or how you've been rejected or how, oh, I never find love. Things don't work out for me. No. Give tenderness to yourself first. Give compassion to yourself first. Open your heart. Open your life to true love. It will happen. You have to believe it. So the message for feminine, the guidance for feminine is portal. It's the very first card in this deck. This says infinite mind and awakening consciousness. This card, the spirit guides are saying, this is a very, very powerful time for you, feminine. Very powerful time. It signifies the awakening and infinite and eternal awareness that you have. Remember, we got the third eye chakra. This is also about the crown chakra. So it's really, I feel like the crown is fine, but the third eye, somewhere it's getting a little cluttered. So this is really about this crown chakra and the third eye chakra. It's really about coming into alignment. It's about reaching your own unlimited power of divine source. Let the divine feed you its light. Allow the light to come in. Allow that infinite light to come in so that you can understand your journey better. You can understand and connect to, divine consciousness better. So this is about honoring your decisions, trusting your choices, and clearly seeing the potential that can come into your life when you look at your life from a place of alignment, when you look at your life from a place of releasing this bondage that you've been in. Divine Masculine's guidance, look at this, clairvoyance. I'm telling you, some of these masculines are becoming psychic. They probably don't know it, but look at this, inspiration, interpretation, and trust. This is like, look at this person is looking in the bowl. They're scrying, right? This is about looking. You can do this scrying like you would in a crystal ball or you would do through a mirror. This person is scrying. They're looking for information. They're seeing images. They're getting messages. Okay, so here's the thing. So in scrying, right? So you receive the information and then you have to interpret it. So when this card comes out for masculine, this is really about mediumship. I mean, he's probably getting downloads. He's probably getting some messages that he's kind of like, well, how do I interpret this? What am I supposed to do? This is like a puzzle, right? So he's getting kind of analytical, trying to figure something out. But energy is changing. And he needs to start trusting himself and trusting these messages. So he's really coming into this energy of trying to open himself to Spirit's messages. This is a huge time of awakening for both masculine and feminine. They're both awake, but this is a next level of ascension that is occurring. Masculine is becoming more intuitive, and feminine's going through a whole different portal, a whole different awakening of her own consciousness. So this is a very, very critical time right now. Trust your intuition. It is no coincidence that we got third eye for both of them. Bottom of the deck for feminine and in his headspace for masculine. It's not a coincidence. And the winged ones are saying, just call on us. We are here to give you miraculous aid. All right? If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day. Bye.